Hello there, curious minds. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're going on an amazing microscopic adventure. I want you to imagine that your skin is like a giant, super strong castle wall surrounding your entire body. It's got a massive job to do, keeping all the good stuff safely inside and all the bad stuff, like germs, outside. But what happens when that mighty protective wall breaks? When you get a deep cut, it's kind of like a castle gate suddenly swinging wide open. The edges of your skin pull apart, blood starts escaping, and tiny, invisible germ invaders try to sneak right inside. Now, before we see how the body fights back, I've got a mind-blowing fact for you. Did you know that doctors sometimes use stitches that are literally thinner than a single strand of human hair? It's completely true. They use them for super delicate operations, like eye surgery. Seriously, how wild is that? Section 1, the emergency team. Let's dive right into the body's quick repair process. The very second you get a cut, your body sounds the alarm and goes through 3 super fast emergency steps. First, blood clotting to stop the leak. Second, inflammation to fight off the bad guys. And third, new tissue growth to rebuild the wall. Zooming in, we find the platelets. Think of them as millions of tiny, hardworking construction workers rushing to the injury. They instantly stick together, forming a massive traffic jam to build a temporary plug, or as you probably call it, a scab. Their absolutely crucial job? Stop that bleeding. Next up is the cleanup crew. Have you ever noticed a cut getting kind of warm, red, and puffy? Well, that's your amazing immune system going to work. Giant white blood cells rush to the scene, gobbling up dirt, nasty bacteria, and dead cells just to keep the area super clean. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is a secret weapon called collagen. It's a super strong protein. Think of it as the ultimate natural repair material, basically the scaffolding that holds your brand new skin and tissues together. But here's the tricky part. If a cut is way too wide, the skin edges are just too far apart for the body to fix on its own. Imagine trying to glue torn paper together while someone is actively pulling the sides away from each other. The body really struggles with this, and that can lead to bad scars or yucky infections. And that brings us to Section 2, Stitches to the Rescue. Time to close that gap. Now, don't worry, before a doctor does any stitching at all, they make absolutely sure the area is completely safe. First, they wash away all the dirt, glass, and bacteria. Then, they inject special medicine to put the area to sleep. It numbs the skin. You might feel a funny tugging or pulling feeling, but usually there's no sharp pain at all. Check out the shape of this tool. Surgical needles aren't straight like the sewing needles you might have at home. They're actually curved. This lets the doctor hook smoothly right through the skin, turning tight corners in small spaces, so they can gently pull the broken edges perfectly back together. Doctors actually use 2 main types of stitches. Dissolvable stitches are like magic. They literally melt away inside your body using water and special enzymes, so they never even need to be taken out. Non-dissolvable stitches are a bit stronger and stay on the outside, so the doctor just gently snips them out a few weeks later. Today, stitches are made of awesome, strong materials like nylon, silk, and special plastics. But prepare yourselves for a gross, true history fact. Long ago, doctors used a material called catgut, which was actually made out of animal intestines. Yuck! I am definitely glad we use modern plastics today. For really, truly deep cuts, just one layer of stitches isn't gonna cut it. Doctors have to be clever here. They do a double repair. First, they stitch the deep muscle tissue inside, and second, they stitch the outer skin. This completely stops dangerous fluids from collecting in empty spaces underneath. Did you know stitches aren't the only tool in the doctor's kit? For tiny or straight cuts, they might just skip the needle entirely. Sometimes they use super fast medical staples, or even special medical superglue that literally paints the skin right back together. Moving right along to Section 3, Healing from the Inside. This is where the real magic happens. Down inside the dark depths of the wound, special builder cells called fibroblasts are working overtime. They start building that strong collagen scaffolding we talked about earlier. At the exact same time, tiny new blood vessels sprout and fresh skin cells slowly creep across the surface to close the gap for good. Now, here's the question I know you've wondered about. Why do healing scabs and wounds get so insanely itchy? Well, it's actually a great sign. It just means the tiny nerves in your skin are waking up and recovering, and your body is releasing special healing chemicals. Just remember, no scratching. And speaking of no scratching, keep it clean. Doctors will tell you this a million times. Even with stitches in place, sneaky bacteria can still find a way in. If you get it dirty, germs can ruin all that hard work, causing pus, swelling, and even making the cut pop right back open. Once the new skin has bridged the gap and the tissue holds together on its own, it's time to say goodbye. The doctor quickly snips those outer stitches. But keep in mind, the deep repair work continues on for a long time to build up that strong, tough scar tissue. So here is the absolutely crucial point. Stitches don't actually heal you. They're really just awesome temporary helpers. They hold the broken pieces perfectly in place, giving your amazing superhero body the time it needs to repair itself. Let's do a super fast recap of our epic journey. 1. Platelets stop the bleeding. 2. White blood cells clean the mess. 3. Stitches close the big gap. 4. Collagen rebuilds the wall. And 5. Shiny new skin forms. Stitches just make the whole thing faster, cleaner, and way safer. Wow, the human body is absolutely incredible, isn't it? If you loved learning all these cool facts with me today, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this explainer with your friends so they can join our learning adventures too. Before we go, I've got one final question for you. Have you ever had stitches, or do you know someone who has? What was the experience actually like? Drop your epic scar stories and answers down in the comments below. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and I'll see you next time.